he hid in plain sight, fought extradition for years, and now he's finally in India. Tahawwur Rana, once a quiet businessman, now stands at the center of one of India's biggest terror cases. This is the first ever extradition connected to the Mumbai 26/11 attacks that took place 17 years ago. Earlier, India prosecuted 26/11 gunman Ajmal Kasab and got a plotter Abu Jundal deported from Saudi Arabia. But Rana knows much more than Kasab and Jundal. Rana could help expose direct links between the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Pakistan's deep state. His testimony might connect the dots India's been pointing to for years of the role of the Pakistani state actors in the 26/11 attacks. It gives India diplomatic ammunition. It gives victims' families a shot at justice. And it sends a global message at forums like the UN Security Council that state-sponsored terror won't be buried by time. Not anymore. Hello, this is Aman Sharma and welcome to this episode of Homework. Let's break down who Tahawwur Rana is, what he did and why his extradition is a massive deal. Also, what India plans to do next now. Tahawwur Hussain Rana is 64, born in Pakistan, ex-army doctor, later turned immigration consultant in Chicago. But behind the visa files and office suits was a deadly secret. He was helping his high school friend from Pakistan, David Coleman Headley, spy for the Lashkar-e-Toiba. Headley scouted targets, Rana gave him cover. Together they laid the groundwork for a nightmare, the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. It was in 2006 that Rana opened a branch of his immigration firm in Mumbai to help Headley get a multi-entry visa to travel to India. Headley made 8 visits to India, one of them even after the 26/11 attacks, but was never caught. In 2008, Mumbai was turned into a war zone. 10 terrorists, 60 hours, 166 people dead. Hotels, train stations, Jewish centers, all carefully chosen. And how did Headley know where to look? Because Rana's firm gave him a business front to move freely. He funded, facilitated and helped cover Headley's tracks while he surveilled targets like the Taj Hotel, the CST and Nariman House. Rana may not have fired a bullet himself, but here is what all he did to ensure Mumbai was subjected to the most horrific and catastrophic terror attack in India's history. Number 1. The facilitation of a cover identity. Rana opened a Mumbai branch of his immigration business and appointed Headley as its manager, despite Headley's lack of experience in immigration services. This move likely served as a cover for Headley's surveillance operations on the behalf of the Lashkar-e-Toiba. Number 2. False visa applications. Rana helped Headley submit fraudulent visa applications to Indian authorities, knowing the applications contained false information. Number 3. Document support for legitimacy. Rana provided documentation to help Headley obtain Indian government approval to open the business branch. Number 4. Ongoing collaboration and knowledge. Over 2 years, Headley met with Rana multiple times in Chicago, discussing his recce missions for the LET and the potential attack plans. This suggests Rana had detailed knowledge of Headley's terrorist activities. Number 5. Rana's reaction to the attacks. After the 2008 Mumbai attacks, Rana expressed approval of the violence. He is quoted as saying by the FBI that the victims deserved it, and praised the deceased attackers, suggesting that they should receive Pakistan's highest military honor, the Nishan-e-Haider. Despite all this, Rana wasn't convicted for the 26/11 attacks in the US. But India's always believed he was in it, deep. Back in 2009, Rana was arrested in the US. This was just after Headley was arrested and exposed Rana before the FBI. In 2011, he was convicted, not for 26/11 but for plotting attacks in Denmark and his connections with the Lashkar-e-Toiba. Fast forward to 2020, India officially asked for his extradition. But Rana, he wasn't going quietly. He fought it in US courts for 5 long years. Appeals, delays, legal twists, until finally in 2025, the US Supreme Court slammed the door shut. No more appeals, no more hiding. On February 13 this year, addressing a joint press conference with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, US President Donald Trump declared that Rana would be handed over to India.
Today, I'm pleased to announce that my administration has approved the extradition of one of the plotters and one of the very evil people of the world, and having to do with the horrific 2008 Mumbai terrorist attack, to face justice in India. So he's going to be going back to India.
मैं मानता हूं तहव्वुर राणा की यहां वापिस आना ये मोदी सरकार की कूटनीति का बहुत बड़ी सफलता है जी। तो क्योंकि जिनके समय में जब बम धमाके हुए वो तो ला नहीं पाए।
It has been both a legal and a diplomatic victory, be it contesting the double jeopardy argument in the US courts or leveraging our cordial relations with the US to obtain Rana's custody. On April 10th, he landed in India. He's now in Indian custody and this case is just heating up. This is not just about one man, it's about the truth behind 2611. Rana could help reveal the exact role of Lashkar-e-Toiba founder Hafiz Saeed, the ISI handler of the terrorist Major Iqbal, and their trainer Sajid Mir. Rana is now with the India's National Investigation Agency, which is especially interested in knowing what Rana did while visiting India from November 13 to November 21, 2008, just days before the 2611 attacks. He went to Hapur, he went to Delhi, Cochin, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, and other locations. NIA could now take Rana to all these places to know what he was planning in terms of future attacks. He also met a mystery Lashkar man in Dubai after Headley asked him to leave India just before the 2611 attacks. NIA wants to know who this person is. There is also a protected witness of the NIA who had arranged for accommodation and logistics in Mumbai for Headley on Rana's request. This person could also be confronted with Rana now. A new supplementary charge sheet is being prepared. Rana is likely to face the UAPA, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita for criminal conspiracy and terrorism, as well as the Explosives Act and much more. But it's not just about putting him on trial. His interrogation might crack open entire networks of global terror, so it's not just symbolic, it is strategic. India's message is loud and clear here, that justice delayed won't be justice denied, and to every terrorist and planner out there, we are not done. Tahawwur Rana's arrival in India could be a turning point for counter-terrorism, international law and justice that's been long overdue. Pakistan has always adopted an evasive stand on the Mumbai 2611 attacks, from sheepishly admitting that the terrorists indeed belong to Pakistan to not handing over key Lashkar masterminds like Hafiz Saeed or Zakir Rahman Lakhvi and denying the role of the ISI and its army. Pakistan has much to answer for regarding to 2611. Knowing how Rana's extradition could finally expose its lies, Pakistan has already made a feeble attempt to distance itself from Rana, saying he's a Canadian citizen who has not applied for renewal of his Pakistani origin document for the last 2 decades. But it may not be easy anymore for Pakistan to disassociate itself from the 2611 attacks. Rana is already singing and it could expose Pakistan. Stay tuned, we'll be tracking every step of this explosive case. Join us next week for another episode of Homework.